Welcome back to the Strength Personified podcast. My name is Brittany Cooley and I'm your host. And today I'm going to be diving into narcissism, how to survive a relationship with a narcissist, how to handle a narcissist, how to identify a narcissist, and how to avoid a narcissist. So let's get into it. Okay, this is Narcissism 101, taught by yours truly. So there are endless tools and resources online about this. But I just wanted to give it to you straight from my perspective and my personal experience. Narcissistic personality disorder is one of the most impossible personality disorders to deal with or combat. And I'm just going to kind of share with you the warning signs of how you know somebody's a narcissist, or maybe you find yourself in this like too good to be true situation and you want to kind of compare a little bit to see if it in fact is too good to be true. Good things do happen to good people, but bad things also happen to good people, and a bad thing happened to me. But I don't want anyone to feel like they're dumb for falling for it, because narcissists are the best in the business. They are the best at their game. They are best at being charming and charismatic and drawing you in, because that's how they get their claws in you. So I'm going to go through a little scenario with you, and then I'll give you 2 tips on how to combat or, get rid of a narcissist in your life. So first comes the love bombing. Love bombing looks like, oh, wow, you just meet this person and like 24, 48 hours later, maybe even the next week, they're telling you they love you, that they've never met anyone like you, that they've been dreaming about you, that they knew you were going to come save their life. They will even shed real tears. They will turn it on. The charm and the charismatic thing that they've got is like unlike anything else. They are the best at their craft, okay? I'm not saying all of these things are always signs of a narcissist, but if you just meet somebody and they're starting to say shit like that, it is a red flag, hard red flag. So the love bombing is number 1. They'll turn on their charm, their personality. They'll wine and dine you. They'll take you all over and do all kinds of stuff, because that's how they're luring you in, right? They're luring you to your death, literally. Your emotional and self-esteem death. They are luring you to that. And once they get their claws in you, which it's hard not to fall for it. Us ladies, we like attention. We like to hear nice things about ourselves. There's nothing wrong with that. And if you're in a place of loneliness and desperation and you have shitty self-esteem, you're the perfect target for these fuckers. Like the perfect target. I fell for it. A lot of people fall for it. It doesn't make you a bad person. It doesn't make you stupid. They are very good at turning it on and making it seem like everything is hunky-dory, and it is not. And it is my job to educate you on how not to fall for it. And now my dog's whining and he has to go outside, of course, because I'm just getting into this. So, figures. Anyway, so they'll get your claws in you. You'll move in really fast and you'll be like, oh, this is the best thing that's ever happened to me. I've been waiting my whole life for it. Then they have their claws inside of you, and you're stuck. They're going to back you into a perfect corner, and then they're going to chain you to it and throw away the key. And then they're going to turn their abuse switch, is what I call it, that turns on. And you find out that they are, in fact, not as charming and not as charismatic as you thought they were. That abuse switch is nasty, and it comes on fast. You'll catch some in lies. A lot of them are pathological liars. They lie about everything. They lie about their childhood. They lie about their family. They lie about their career. They lie about their image. If something bad comes up about them, they'll blame the other person or blame the other situation, or the other people were crazy, whether it be an ex or an ex-employer or their family, whatever. Nothing is ever their fault, ever. It's always someone else's. They will project all their problems onto somebody else, and they will never stand in their truth, and they will never, ever, ever accept responsibility or take blame for something, because they have a total God complex. They think that they can do no wrong. They think that their shit doesn't stink. They think that they run the world and the world revolves around them. They truly believe that. It's sick. So you'll totally feel the switch, and it will come fast. One day you'll go to bed and they'll be this perfect human, and then the next day you'll wake up and you'll be living a fucking nightmare. That was my experience anyway. Like I said, everything will be your fault, including your mistake, including their mistakes. So they make a mistake, they blame it on you. You catch them cheating, they blame it on you. You catch them doing something wrong, they blame it on you. Everything is your fault. Everything. They will turn you into a person that you don't even recognize. You'll look in the mirror and you'll be 100 pounds heavier. You will have the worst self-esteem. You will be considering self-harming again after 11 years of being clean from that. Like you will be in a really shitty place and you'll look in the mirror and you won't even know what's happening. You won't even get it. And then, they'll tell you to listen to podcasts on how to be a better significant other or a better friend. And you'll do it. That's the sick part. The sick part is you'll fucking do it because you want to make them happy. Because their claws are in you so deep and you're invested already, you want to make it work. If you're a people pleaser, you are a perfect target for a narcissist because you will bend over backwards and literally kill yourself almost. Or maybe even actually kill yourself to make these motherfuckers happy, and they never will be. They never will be. Nothing you will ever do is going to be good enough for them. And that is their thumb of control over your life. That is their thumb on you, making you dance. They have strings attached to you and you are a marionette in their fucking life. That's what you are. It sucks. But there's literally nothing you can do about it. You can't change them. You can't. They don't change. And that's the frustrating part. They might seem like they're going to get better, or when they feel you pull away, they'll turn the love bomb on again and they'll be like, no, don't leave. I'll go to therapy. I'll do this. I'll do that. No, they fucking won't. They won't. Love bombing at the second stage is all full of empty promises. They'll promise to be better, do better, pay more attention, do more. They'll delete the apps on their phone. They'll stop talking to other women. They love you. They only want to be with you. They needed this wake-up call. They're going to go to therapy, and it'll never fucking happen. And guess what? When you call them out on it, they're going to blame you. It's your fault. You didn't schedule it. It's your fault. You didn't want it more than I did. It's your fault. Everything is your fault. No, it's not. So I'm going to just give you 2 tips very quickly on how to beat a narcissist, okay? Number 1, diffuse the bomb that you are putting all this energy in creating and fucking throwing at them. Just disengage. That's the only thing you can do. There's nothing more that pisses them off more than somebody not responding to all their bullshit. Just ignore them. And I know it's hard, especially if you're living with this person or you have to work with this person. You see them all the time. I get it. It's hard. But don't waste your energy screaming at them and fighting with them and typing up things and taking screenshots and sending all this information to them. Like, don't waste your fucking time. Don't waste your time because it's a waste of time. Because it's just going to put kerosene on the fire and burn it even brighter. And then you're going to pay for it later. So the best way is to just disengage. Just disengage. Put your energy into something that makes you happy. Put your energy into something else. Number 1. Number 2, you have to completely dissociate from them. You have to leave them. You have to remove them from your life. Leave them where you found it. In my case, it was Tanner's. I didn't leave them there. But you have to remove them from your life. That's the only way that you're ever going to break free from them. Because they're not going to change. They're not going to make you happy. You're never going to make them happy. And it was over before it even started. And I'm sorry to tell you that. I'm sorry that if you're listening to that and you're like, oh, I thought you were going to tell me how to make them better. You can't. You can't. They're sick. They have this sick, fucked up thing in their head that comes from, there's a lot of education. There's this guy I follow on TikTok. I have to find his handle. I'll throw it in the show notes. But he's a nurse. He's this really awesome dude. I forget his name. But he's a narcissist, and he educates people on, like, women on how to deal with their narcissistic spouses. And there's narcissistic women as well. And he completely explains, he breaks everything apart, and he's like, no, like, this is what we do. This is how we think. So good for him for putting it out there, like, that he's this big asshole narcissist, but he explains, like, how they don't have emotion. They don't have sympathy for other people. They can't feel things for other people. They don't have emotion. They don't have empathy. They don't care about anyone but themselves, and they don't see anyone outside of themselves. So they don't have room to take care of anyone else. They don't have room to be there for someone else. It's all for show. So you have to look him up. I forget his name, but I'll find it. I'll put it in the show notes. And this is basically a summary of all of his videos. It's sad and it sucks because you end up actually having real feelings for these people and you love them and you want it to work so bad that you exhaust yourself and you're a shell of a person you once were just to try to be with them. But there's literally nothing you can do. You're better. They'll make you feel like you're worthless. They'll make you feel like you're a piece of shit. They will make you feel like you're never going to be good enough for anything and anyone. And that's not true, babe. It's not true. It's not true. So disassociate, diffuse your emotions against them and disassociate them. And you have to. I mean, it's toxic. And you know what? I understand, like, people are in really sticky financial situations with these people. If you're in a marriage or you're in a relationship or you're in like a business partnership or anything like that, like, I get it. It's hard because they have woven a whole web and you're stuck in it. But I'm telling you, it's going to be hard for a while, but you're going to come through it and you're going to be great and you're going to be so thankful. And then you're going to feel actual peace and normalcy and have like normal friendships and normal relationships. And you'll be like, wow, what the fuck was wrong? Like, how did I think that was normal? How did I think that was okay? It's because they're good at what they do. So just be on the lookout, be aware. This podcast helped you. I know it's a short one, but I didn't have a lot to say about it. I just wanted to get it out there. You matter. You're worthy of true love. You're worthy of the world. You're worthy of having everything you've ever wanted, and you can have that. But you have got to cut these people out of your life, and you have to. And that's just my opinion. Take it for what you're paying for it, which is nothing. This is free. But I'm telling you that your life can be so much better if you accept the love that you believe you deserve. If you believe you deserve the real deal, the real thing. And if you're listening to this and you know what, you're with someone that I just described, you know that there's something better out there. You cannot possibly feel. If you listen to me, if you follow me, you have got to understand. You have got to at least know, or maybe you're just hearing this, you're hearing me for the first time rant. I don't know. But you've got to know that there is better out there for you, honey. And it'll be lonely. I'm lonely as fuck. I feel like a big loser. Today I felt like I'm having a day. But you know what? It beats sitting in my empty house alone that I've built, that I've created, working on my own fucking shit with no eggshells to walk around. I don't have to ask permission to go anywhere or do anything. I don't have a hold on my bank account. I can go buy nail polish if I want to and I won't be shamed for it. Like I'm taking something away from my baby. You know what that feels like? That's freedom. And that it's a hell of a lot better being lonely and free than being lonely and trapped in such a nasty fucking relationship. So if this helped you, rate me 5 stars on wherever you're listening. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time on the Strength Personified podcast.